This lady was driving from Ofako towards Tesano at 8 a.m. on Thursday during the rains. Visibility had been impacted as the rains intensified. Vehicles had to move at a very slower pace in order not to break down their engines. The rains had taken over portions of the road, thereby moving drivers onto a single lane. Obviously, the situation brought about steep vehicular traffic on the stretch. Productivity was affected because many commuters who were stuck in traffic had their movement delayed. A woman who spoke to me on anonymity confirmed this.
Right from the Ufanko, where the bridge is flooded all through the highway. So apparently the traffic, the spillover had come all the way down to Ufanko, even before you join the highway. So it was a go slow. It wasn't a go slow, like people were just stuck on that highway. And the traffic started from way back under the new bridge that has been constructed, the overhead, the fourth-tier interchange. So I couldn't even, go to do a U-turn to come back home. So I had to use the top like I was going to Kwabena. It was also totally blocked. So I joined that and I had to stay in there for some time before I could find my way to turn back into Pokuase and then get back home. Trying to get back home, that even took me about 1.5 hours.
The Motor of Fanco Road, when it was constructed, there were few buildings. So the drains were designed based on the hydrology of the area. And you have the capacity that should be achieved when it rains. So you only expect a flood when you have a return period of, say, maybe of 100 years or so. But now that people have put out buildings, we have had a lot of urbanization. Now, urbanization leads to excess runoff water on the surface rather than going into the ground. And that is another cause of flooding, because the water, instead of going down into the soil, is now running on the surface and has nowhere to go.
It's the rain. You know that Ghana is a place where a lot of rain falls. People can collect like rainwater. That it's possible to collect rainwater, store it, and use it for toilet, clean your car, that kind of stuff. You can use that. Second, if Ghana do that, the flooding will stop a bit, will go down. And you are asking yourself, flooding? What are you talking about, Kwabena? So before, I think years back, Accra didn't flood. The reason why the Accra didn't flood is because people were not building all over the place. So right now people are building all over the place in Accra. So there's no like green. Everything is pavement. Everybody want to park their cars. So all the places are like pavement. So what happens is that when rain falls, when you have like green, you have nothing, like grass. When the rain falls, the rain go into the ground. But if you have like pavement, then the water will stay up. Okay, so when it stay up, then all the rain go to the gutter get filled and maybe get blocked by maybe a piece of rubbish, and everything gets flooded. So that is why if people collect the water, it will be a great idea and a fix for the flooding in Ghana. Because if you have like 5 water tank and you can fill maybe 3 of them with water, that means that the water that you have filled with the water tank does not have to go to the gutter and flood somewhere else. There's also like the driveway. If you put like a draining system in front of your driveway, the water will fall, and then the draining system will take the water into your water tank. Those water tank, you can save it underground, and maybe because it's dirty, you can just leave it, you can just open it, and then we'll flood it back to the gutter. But you can keep it for maybe a week and then you flood, and then you let it go outside, or you let it go into the ground. You can do that too. I think the plumbers, I think if you're listening, maybe you have an idea, you can do it how you want to do it, you can do it, and then it will solve a lot of problem in Ghana. And so that was what I want to talk about, and I think it's a great idea, and it will fix a lot of problems in Ghana. And how do I know that? Because I read it somewhere. I'm just telling you guys. I'm not a smart person, So I'll see you guys next time. See ya.